Hey guys, in today's video I wanted to give you 10 important tips when playing Hazard Zone. I've been playing this game mode almost exclusively since Battlefield 2042 launched in early access, and I've been absolutely loving it. Tip number 1. Play in a full squad and use Discord or console party chat to communicate. Until DICE decides to grace us with party voice chat, which they said they would do by the way, at some point in the near future. Using a private voice chat is such a huge advantage for obvious reasons like enemy position callouts and general coordination, so if you're in a squad, definitely make sure you're communicating. Number 2, search for nearby uplinks that contain redeploys, vehicles, and the personal ranger. All too often I'll be playing with randoms and even friends that just beeline the data drive locations and run past points of interest that could have uplinks. You can see in the map overview prior to dropping in which areas have a higher or lower chance of uplinks. From my experience so far, uplinks often are the difference between winning and losing a round, so they are extremely important in my opinion. Number 3, this pretty much piggybacks off of the value of uplinks, and that is having 2 LAV4 vehicles with a driver and a gunner in each, so that you can aggressively push redeploy beacons as teams try to recover to full strength after or during a fight. I personally like the 50mm cannon more than the minigun on this car because it seems to have crazy good range and looks to two-shot enemies almost every single time for me. So try out the 50mm cannon if you've unlocked it. I think you'll like it. Number 4, Rangers don't expire, so use them right away. I'm constantly having to remind random teammates to use their available Rangers, so keep a close eye on what uplink reinforcements you have. It's in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Also, side note, if you jump off of a building, sometimes the Ranger will reset and end up back in your available inventory, so keep a lookout. If you had a Ranger following you and all of a sudden you know it's not there, it's probably back and available for redeploy, so keep an eye out in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Make sure you're using what your team has acquired with the uplinks. Number 5, check how many squads are up. If you press escape or start on your controller, you'll see a menu called squads. Click on this at any point during the match to see how many squads remain. This information can help you get to the holy grail of situations, which is that you are the last squad on the map and can freely push all the remaining data drives and extract at maximum capacity. Keep in mind that I've noticed a delay in the squad's menu updating after a team extracts, and it's also possible that a team can partially extract, leaving some team members behind on the map. Number 6. As much as I wish the weapon diversity was a bit more balanced, I think the marksman rifles are the most versatile from all distances, and considering the map layouts, which have so much open space in between points of interest, it's always going to be a great choice. Now, of course, it can be outmatched by an assault rifle or an SMG close range, and it can be outmatched by a sniper rifle long range, but overall, from all 3 major distances that you might fight a squad at, the DMR looks to be the best, in my opinion. Another great reason to use marksman rifles is their value against the occupied forces. These AI can sometimes feel very aimbottish and go right for the head, and if they all target you simultaneously, you're going to die really quickly. So the closer you get to the occupied forces, the more lethal they become. So keeping your distance and quickly two-shotting them from cover drastically reduces your chances of getting dropped. Number 7, extractions always appear on the map at exactly 4 minutes remaining, and the last 30 seconds on the ground is included in that time. So knowing this can really help you plan your attempt to extract. And this leads directly into number 8, which is how you really time your effort to extract. So how you approach this can vary with nearly every single game that you play. There's so many things you have to take into account, like how many teammates you have alive, how many enemy teams are up, what's your position to the extraction zone compared to the time remaining, are there occupied forces around, does the enemy team have vehicles or rangers cruising around, are there already enemies in the Condor when you show up to it? These are just a few things to think about. From my early perspective, I lean towards what I said earlier about having 2 vehicles and 2 gunners. Use this strategy if you can, and get to the landing site early to wipe out the occupied forces, and then wait for remaining teams to push and mow them down as they arrive. I know this is like a lot to digest, but the more you play Hazard Zone, the easier it's going to be to identify the best approach for each situation. Number 9. There is no fall damage when you're downed. So if you get knocked up on a roof or even one of those humongous towers, you can just drop off to make it easier for your teammates to pick you up and avoid getting finished by the enemy team. And lastly, number 10. More than one team can extract in a condor even if downed but not finished. One team member extracts, the entire team gets credit for successfully extracting, and you get your dark credit currency refunded. On more than one occasion, I've tried to board the extract late only to get downed by someone that was already in there, but time expires so fast before they're able to finish me, and myself and my team get credit for the extraction. So pretty cool. Keep that in mind. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the top 10 list. If I missed anything, feel free to comment down below. And if you're looking to find your way back for more Hazard Zone content, then make sure to drop a sub, and I'll see you in the next one.